Hi, Serena. Congratulations. ESPN reported that there was a little bit of a delay at the start of the match, that you had requested a bit of a delay. Can you fill us in on that?
Um, yeah, so no big deal. I just had my tape on my ankle was too tight and it was causing my leg to not function, so I had to completely like retape it. So that's like that never happens, but it was better than me going on the court and then calling a trainer. So it was best that I just did it straight away.
Thank you. Let's go to Leonardo from Columbia Co. Leonardo, you are live.
Hi, Serena. Congratulations on the victory for the new record. Serena, I have one question. What message would you send to all the sportswomen in the world who are mothers and who believe that after 30 or 35 years old, they cannot continue breaking records or competing at high level like you do?
Well, I think when you're a mom, you overcome so much just to become that and to be that. And then I feel like, age is really how you feel mentally and how your body is doing and how you physically are able to keep up. It's just, if you think of it as just a number, then that's all it is. So yeah, I just think it's, people always say you're not supposed to do something at a certain age, but with technology and time, we can kind of make that age a little bit longer.
Thank you. Let's go to Craig from Crosscourt. Craig, you are live.
Serena, what would you say was the most important point or part of that match? Would you think it was the first game of the final set when Tsvetana was serving and it was going back and forth?
Yeah, I think that was definitely a really important game because I was able to break her. And although I was still holding serve, it would have been a different match serving at 5-4 as opposed to serving at 5-2. So it was really important.
Serena, if you could just look to your left to the blue monitor, Willie Weinbaum of ESPN would like to know, what are your thoughts about how the absence of a crowd is affecting the time you have between serves?
I think we need to do a little work on that because I feel like it's not enough time. Um, I feel like sometimes I'm really like sprinting to get my towel and that's not really taken into consideration. And then, excuse me.
Bless you.
And then I, thank you. And then I'm like, okay, then sometimes I literally am looking at the towel and I'm like, all right, I'm just not going to get it because I just simply don't have time and I'm drenched, especially on a humid day like today. So I think there needs to probably be a little more work with that because formerly I would be able to just, give the towel to the ball kid and it actually would have less time. But I think adding 5 seconds is not reasonable to get from one end of the court all the way back without sprinting. I'm all for sprinting in training, not necessarily in matches.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's go to Bill from Inside Tennis. Bill, you are live.
Hi, congrats, Serena. You've had some slow starts recently, and what do you say when you're struggling early, and what do you think you can do to overcome that in the next matches?
Um, I don't know. I feel like sometimes there's slow starts, and I think on a match like today, I just feel like, she was serving well, she was hitting winners everywhere, and maybe I wasn't being aggressive enough. And so when I think it's less of like, all right, well, me adjusting my game in the second set and coming back and just trying to do better.
Let's go to Mark from the New York Post. Mark, you are live.
Yes, Serena, the key break in the second set, the return to serve with your left hand. How do you have the instincts to get, to switch hands like that?
Yeah, that was intense. I was just, at that point, I was fighting so hard and I don't know, I actually been hitting a little lefty in my practice, but not on purpose. And I noticed the other day, like, I hit a lefty shot, and I was just in the practice being super intense, and I guess it came through in the match. So, you know, when you're in a position like that, and I was just trying to stay, this is the quarterfinals of a Grand Slam, and I was just trying to do everything I can, whether righty or lefty.
Thank you. Let's go to Italy. Ubaldo from La Nacion. Ubaldo, you are live.
Thank you. Ciao, Serena. When I hear Bill is worried about your slow start, I become happy because I think it's much better. Good finish. And I think you must be happy too. You win all the matches in 3 sets. Very good. Are you surprised about that?
You know, sometimes you just have to start. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, right? So I'm not really, I definitely agree. I feel like, yeah, I mean, I don't even know. Like some of these matches, you know, you're playing Serena, so it's like close your eyes and hit as hard as you can, and it doesn't matter. And so I kind of have to adjust to that. And I start to adjust to that later on, because now I'm like, okay, Serena, now you know what's going to happen. So now I just have to go in matches knowing that this is going to happen, and just kind of adjust to that earlier as opposed to later. And yeah, I just feel like I'm okay. I'm ready to play 3 sets every match if I have to. It doesn't matter, you know, win's a win.
Thank you. Let's go to Shara from the Beacon. Shara, you are live.
Hi, Serena. Congratulations. There's a possibility that you might play Victoria Azarenka tomorrow. And she said after her match, her last match, that she's prepared to go 3 sets. I know your last couple of matches have been 3 sets. Is there any specific that you can take away from your match today and playing the next match?
Yeah, I just gotta just be a little bit better, really, and just expect people to go lights out. Just be ready for lights out.
Continue on the video board. Peter from ESPN.com. Peter, welcome. You are live.
Yeah, hi, Serena. Serena, a lot of athletes and other people who enjoy enormous success, they've kind of become kind of closed off, and they kind of build a wall, and things become by rote. But you've almost had the opposite journey. You've become a much more open and thoughtful person through the years. So how did that work in your head? How did you manage that rather than retreating?
Why, thank you. I don't know. I feel like I just never change. I am who I am, and seeing me here or seeing me somewhere else is always the same. And I don't know. I never wanted to be a recluse, to be honest. I never wanted to be. I actually don't see myself as different than anyone else. I just happen to play tennis really well, but I'm literally the same as everybody else. And so that's kind of just how I look at it. And so I just kind of live my life like that.
Thank you, Serena. The final question will be to your left on the screen from Megan Flood of ESPN, who wants to know, what are your thoughts on the state of your serve and how you were able to compile so many aces in this match?
You know, sometimes when I'm serving, I just tell myself, I don't care if my arm falls off, I'm going to keep serving. And that's the attitude I need to have. And I didn't know I hit 20 aces in this match until my coach told me after. So I was like, okay. But for me, it's about serving the whole tournament. And, you know, last year was really frustrating because I couldn't serve in the final. So I'm just hoping that I can just serve better consistently this time.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Serena.
Thank you.